score. It's the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. And off we go from East Rutherford. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They bring Judy in motion. Motion the slot man left.
Warrior 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Steady.
A run with the former Buckeye, Quinshon Judkins. The Jets have got it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Look wide. Get this one complete. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Shador. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the 1st down at the 49-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready? 7. Cowboy 80.
Off the play fake, here's Sanders. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
They go play action with Sanders. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Out of the the gun, it's Sanders. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
Ready.
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Here we go, hey. Green Egg shot.
First carry of the game now, and here's Brees Hall. He'll push forward for about a yard. Right down bit up to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That's good.
23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Jets first down.
25-yard line.
Snowball. Hey, what's up?
Here's Hall. He's to the 10. To the pylon, he's pinned. Brees Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Now it's York for the PA team. He's got it. And the Jets move out on top. 14-0.
14. Browns have it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Okay, ready? Let's go. 19 Tiger.
Stewart on 1st down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Viking 18.
On 2nd down, Sanders. Got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, here's Judkins. A pickup there of 13. First down, Cleveland.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with the lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? Or And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
After Jets 40-yard line.
Sanders out to Judy. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Browns.
Back and kick this, hey!
A gain of 9 yards.
To throw again is Sanders. Forced out wide. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's a Browns 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Sanders going to throw again. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On the give, it's Judkins. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They've converted 2 3rd downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. They'll run the toss here with Judkins. And the Browns going to be looking at 1st and goal. He is out of bounds at the 3.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Let's go.
Ready. Judkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And a 1 move out of return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's home. Nice game on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
Throwing on second down. Smith. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jarrett first. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. We are through 1. The Jets have the advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 4th down coming up.
There we go. We're not even set. Hey, let's go Wednesday. On Wednesday. There we go.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
1st and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
There we go.
From the gun, it's Gina. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the veteran, Harrison Smith. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding.
Japanese Timber Wolf.
Quick throw taken in by Judy.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. To Mario Davis. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Smith. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Gino now on 1st and 10. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Gino. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Down the right sideline. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, New York. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. York, good on the extra point. And the Jets will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That one good for 26 yards.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2.
Back to 60. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
To throw is Sanders. His throw left is complete with Judy.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Sanders to throw. Flush to his right, and he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
The defense's strategy down here defending their own red area, Mike, is either takeaways or field goals. And I think after that last sack, this drive is trending a little bit more towards 3. A couple plays ago, it was looking a lot more like they were going to give up 6.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Browns cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This returnable from the 4. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 31-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey. Three niggas shot.
Here's Hall from the pistol. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
13 next. 13.
They'll give on the ground, and he'll get about 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, Ace.
Gino to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Here's 1st and 10.
There we go, Sonoma.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And he's able to fight through one tackle here, pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. They need 5. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. Let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays out.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. From the gun, it's Shador. That's out wide to Judkins. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, here's Sanders. Going deep downfield for Judy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 3rd and long. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Trying the left side. Here's Hall. Up the sideline. Past midfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
There's two elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
On the option, here's Hall. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah in on the stop. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. From the shotgun, Smith. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Big gain for the Jets there. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll run. It's Hall. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. That is caught right side. That's Bangman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good. First down.
On first down, it's Sanders. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Come on.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. On third down, Sanders. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
A big-time run there by Hall. 38 yards. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he will power his way into the end zone.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home.